Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson, with the Cowboy Wisdom Podcast and Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. Tonight, we're presenting 7 ways why questions are liberation. And I'll understand and admire. I think and know and talk my way into turmoil as I listen, question my way to the moneyed up accomplished outcomes I desire to experience. And something I really am awakened to is we think and know our way to turmoil because we get into the torment because what you think and know, there's no pathways out. It's in a box of whatever that box is. So as you open up to understand, you talk your way into the turmoil. And then you get frustrated and you go into drama, trauma. But however, you question your way to the promised land. But you listen and question. Something you can never do. You can't think, talk, and listen and question at the same time because you're too busy in one path of turmoil. Questions are liberation. Think and know bestows you in yesterday's BS, and that's what it is. And, as I opened up to understand this, 2 years ago, I started discovering listen. And listen is liberating internal savvy today, expanding, energizing now. Opening up to understand life is fun every day, optimizing life's liberating invitation, fostering, emancipating wisdom, insight, and clarity to see that you're a rare breed with a bold, rebellious energy, expanding through life with a dreamer's dexterity. You are the path to wherever you want to go. The outside world is going to try to herd you into their pens of depending on them. You open up to listening, liberation, inspiration. You get out of the pens of society. And then you get out of depending on other people because you trust your own abilities. It's something I really want people to open up to. This is just something to open up to. I opened my wise eyes to view a question mark that mirrors a human body because you got the open face to allow fresh wisdom and insight to flow to me. Look, and so through my inspirational and free flowing energy down my spine was a period. And that period is the grounding of me and my wisdom and everything. But you get your spine tingling, trend setting, ingenuity naturally, galvanizing, lively, yes, a pizzazz. But you're going to question your way to the promised land. And it's okay to ask your questions you never understand. And even in ones that go, oh God, I don't like that. If you ask the ones you don't like, you quit spiking and sabotage. You open up to spike and spirit prowess, invigorating, keen energy to chauffeur you through life. How you like that? Chauffeur you through life. That's what the questions do. They chauffeur you through life. You think and know your way to yesterday. And something I'm going to be very honest, and I've done this and I've said this a bunch, but you stop using think and know and mind in your life, you unwind that divine prime time prowess, rebellious internal moxie, expanding tenacity, invigorating mystical energy within yourself. You're the mystique of your life because you're the one you know the least about. We try to know the outside world. We try to know what's in a book. We try to do this, but we never question ourselves to our own abilities. And I'm good at doing this because I've been dissed myself all my life. One day I woke up and says I missed my life because I was trying to live it from somebody else's way of thinking. And then when I live from somebody else's thinking, I get the stinking and the rinky dink, and then I become a pool of turmoil. Then I get into the pile of turmoil. I get into the flow of being an oil refiner. I bring in that turmoil and I refine it to high octane optimism, celebrating today, appreciating now, expanding through life with the greatest of ease. Open ended questions are going to open you to your promised land. Just that simple. One thing I like about the period that shows me I'm grounded with acumen, agility, abilities, and audacity to rise out of every situation with listening, inspiration, questions, understanding, wisdom, and comprehending, and then the wisdom of my enterprising revelations that soothe my free flowing, energized inspirations, innovation, intuition, imagination, shutting off my overthinking mind, drama, trauma, and all that turmoil I try to live inside, and the unsettling emotions, feelings, and that keep me all wound up. It's somebody else's fault. It's not mine because I'm perfect. I am perfectly imperfect. I like being imperfect because it's internal moxie propelling everyday riches, celebrating today. How are we afraid to celebrate and enjoy today? Relax and enjoy the day. And why is this the greatest day of your life? That's something you have to go on a voyage inside you. See, I'm not on a spiritual journey. I'm on a spiritual voyage uh, because I want to go in here. This out here, nah, it's just the sprain brained what everybody wants it to be. If you look at the world, we live in the external world, but it's all an inferno of incompetence. The outside world is an inferno of incompetence, but it's also something that makes you question yourself and all the unsavory events or unsettling events that happen in the physical world open up your questions for you to have a liberating experience. So when you let go of thinking and knowing and get out of all that rat-a-tat crap and start listening and questioning your life, but something people are afraid to do is understand everybody's equal. Just because somebody's having some unsettling circumstances, you have no clue what they've been through. But what we really have no clue on, we're clueless about, is their wisdom, insight, and little ingenuity. Because everybody has a nugget of wisdom, even for a CEO. But how are CEOs? To me, I watch their face and they're all wound up, and all they wake up every morning is, what's wrong? Who's not doing something? You can have money, but that doesn't mean you're at peace with life. You can have everything you want, desire, but are you at peace with yourself? I'm at inner peace and I like it. And well, no, I love it because I understand whatever occurs out here, I have the wisdom, foresight, fortitude, and audacity to face it, embrace it with questions, listening, wisdom, insight, comprehending the wisdom inside that situation to rise, shine, and expand through life with a gladiator's ease as I expand, appreciate, streaming, enterprising wizardry through my veins of fame, energizing my artistic arteries of my Picasso prowess, coloring my world with my dreams and insight in my desired lifestyle. And something I've really opened up to and understand, I will never think and know my way out of chaos. Because chaos bosses thinking around into a surrounding sabotage. Understands questions show me the way out of chaos, challenges, adversity, controversy with an audacity of adventurer's acuity. Set me free from me. All this stuff you're going through. Oh my God, I gotta go to this therapy. I gotta go to that therapy. I gotta go do this. Really, all you gotta do is discover yourself. and liberate you from you. And that's how simple this is. And I listened my way out of chaos as I now understand and realize thinking and knowing are bossed by chaos, challenges, adversity, controversy, because we taught ourselves it's somebody out here's fault because I can't be mine because I didn't think it was mine. The more you rise out of thinking and knowing, the more at peace in life you become. You can question yourself through anything. You can only think and know what you've always done. Then you're cooked in the bun of son of a gun. That's something I really understand. And see, all the havoc I have in here, I think was done out here, done by me. The more you realize you're the saboteur of yourself, good, bad, or indifferent, you're the saboteur of yourself. And have I ever been the saboteur of myself? Oh, probably not since 4:30 this afternoon. See, when you can admit you're the only one, your limitations, blockage, barriers, hate, anger, frustration, all the unwanted crap is you. The only way you liberate you from you is with liberation, inspiration, intuition, imagination. You got to fashion design your desired lifestyle. And when you rise of liberation, you let go internally, boldly energizing rebellious audacity, tantalizing internal optimism, naturally rising within yourself, being the sunrise bliss within yourself. Sunrise may happen out in the physical world, but you want sunrise to occur in here. And my two favorite times of day are sunrise and sunset. My sunrise spirit energizes my sunset serenity as I am calm and quiet internally to enjoy my night in a bright, bold way. And something else I really understand now, think and know have you sliding sideways like this. Because you're thinking and you're knowing and you're mad and you're frustrated. You're going to be frustrated with questions, but you're going to also have a way to open yourself up and quiet the frustration down with a forthright face and embrace of your day to facilitate and participate in the outcome. See, that's something we never do is facilitate and participate in our outcome. It's like something, when you open up to let go of busy and productive and open up to facilitate and participate, you unleash your innate potentate prowess, potentate's leadership. You are the leader of your life. Don't listen to any of this hogwash out here because this is all doopity-doo from education. The more I awaken to education and the third world business enslaving mindsets, the more I understand people encompass natural wisdom, insight, clarity, understanding to rise themselves. And something I've been a hypnotherapist, but something I've discovered in the last 2 years is with liberation, questions, inspiration, comprehending my life with wisdom, revelations, I take out the thinking mind. That thinking mind is a pain in the roop, whatever the roop is, because when you start thinking, you go into the box of limitations then you're trying to know your way out. Then the subconscious mind steps in with one of your frozen in time representations, and then, oh my God, you got a mill of a Hess, and you're a mess, the world's a mess, everything's a mess. And really, all you're experiencing is an adventurous awakening. Chaos is an adventurous awakening. Challenges are adventurous awakening, are adventurous visionary epiphanies. Everything occurs that's unsavory in our life isn't happening out here. It's happening in here. But it's all an adventurous awakening, visionary awakening, artistic awakening, whatever you desire it to be. So you don't have to follow the programs of the programmed. See, that's the thing I really understand about programs. People that write programs are programmed by programs. When you start writing of sovereign liberation, inspiration of your intuition, imagination, you get into that free flowing energy of electric nirvana within yourself. So, I stopped listening to self help, personal growth, and I stay away from marketers and people that always have a program for me because I don't want to be programmed by their program that they were programmed by. See, if you think you have a program, you're in yesterday. When you listen to the liberation and you speak a liberating lingo that rises you out of the socialized BS of the world, you rise the way through life. But something I really want you to understand here, or be open to understanding, think, know, learn, knowledge, thoughts, change, heal, create, transformation, and forgiveness slide you sideways into the socialized demise. My goodness. And see, when you rise to liberation and of sovereign liberation, you're uncontrolled by outside sources. And the liberation rises you out of the stinking thinking of yesterday. Then you throw a little politically incorrect inspiration with some troublemaker treasures within yourself. You just tell the world to F off. I'm going to be chauffeured down to my seashores of stunning success my way. I'm going to listen my way down there. And that's what I really understand about life is, when you're trying to think and know and change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, you keep the unsavory memories awake and controlling you from the subconscious. Then you got the descriptions, the emotions, and the feelings. Then you have weak thoughts. Keeping all the mini movies of that unsavory experience alive and well inside you, and you're going through the inner hell. So I unleash my inquisitive wizardry to view the question mark that mirrors my head, backbone, and legs to a period, being grounded, feeling, witnessing Mother Earth's wit, unleashing my grit, get, and go. We were taught to think and know through school. Because a society that's stuck in think and know is easy to control, manipulate like it is today. And I personally, I stopped listening to, all my writings are unpunctuated. Because punctuation keeps the subconscious mind frozen in time representations awake. Because you're trying to learn what the author wants, you're trying to do this and that. But if you open up to unpunctuate it and put a few rhymes and some poetry in there, you'll be surprised how you rise, shine, and expand through life with a gladiator's grandeur, pulling out your sword of sapience, cutting the lies of yesterday away. And see, that's the thing about thinking no. It keeps me stuck in the muck of my life. Because you're trying to think and you're always busy and you go rat tat 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 tat. Thinking no is a rat tat tat tat. As listening is a serene, calm way. It calms the inner landscape. Then with a few questions, you can unleash your gladiator questionnaire to look in the mirror with your wise eyes open, looking into my soul, streaming optimist, ubiquitous listener's intuition, streaming my colorful inspiration. As I now understand and admit my Gladiator questionnaire flair fosters literary acumen, instigates rebellious revelation that exhilarates my venturer's vigor, unleash my visionary spirit, soothes my pristine rainbow imagination, coloring my world with my lavish endless abundances. As I awaken to the dare of understanding, my question mark moxie unlocks my campaigner candy, unblocks my sapient savvy. To understand the question mark mere me was mere an opening for me to express my inspiration, sensing my spine tingling talent to rise of question mark liberation with the moxie to grab the Mustang of my life and jump aboard and ride hellbent for election to my liberating ways. And the thing about the questions, you want to ask the gladiator questions that have you shaking in your boots, crapping in your pants, and the audacity to forever rocket eloquent revelations through you celebrating life, to liberate the world from ourselves. The only way the world is going to get liberated is from people understanding they're being controlled by outside sources. The keen, elegant treasures of my heart harmonizing wisdom, serendipitous soul splendor, spirit's legendary leadership that expresses my questionnaire mystique, that unleashes my unique talents, that show for me through my life and shows the world and me all my events, encounters, and experiences of everywhere chaotic dares to rise me out of my current life onto my trails of lavish endless abundances. As I rise of politically incorrect inspiration, dissolve socialized desperation, instantly enterprise my gladiator questionnaire flair, appreciating my liberating questions that awaken my venturer's vitality, understand everything I desire, ignites my fiery foresight to take flight, feel in love, initiate genuine heart tenacity, now and forevermore. My questions liberate me from me, sets me free. The only one that can liberate you from you is you. I done therapy never liberates you from you. Therapy is therapy is somebody else's programming. When you open up to liberate you from you, you set yourself free from you. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity, Sovereign Liberation, Autonomous Expansion, Politically Incorrect Inspiration, Wisdom, Insight, and Clarity rises you to your liminal carpet glide. Thank you and good night.